have a short question for Michael Hogan.
Sure.
Yes. We really enjoyed seeing your wife acting alongside you in season 3, and I wanted to know if we'll have the pleasure of seeing her again on the VSG, and if you guys are planning on working again together in the future.
There's always a possibility of seeing her back in Battlestar Galactica, because we always do flashbacks. And when someone is killed on Battlestar Galactica, early on when we were shooting it, it was a sad time. But sometimes people are killed on the show, and they just keep coming back. So.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean your real life wife.
Oh, Susan Hogan, played friends. Ah, well, I'm not going to say whether you see her come back or not, but it was great having her on the set there at that time, and we didn't have much to do with each other at that point, but I can't honestly say whether she's going to be back or not. Good try.
As strong as Susan is on the show, she's even more an amazing woman in real life. She really is a tremendous human being, and I don't know what the hell she's doing with him, but she is a wonderful human being.
Carl, when you found out when you were coming back to the show as the Marine Sergeant, was part of you thinking, uh-oh, is they killing the Marines on the show? So were you kind of thinking, uh-oh, are they bringing me back to red shirt being like classic Star Trek?
Well, actually, it's funny that you do bring that up, because there's a few things that kind of go with that. One, the writer of that episode, Michael Angeli, shared with me later that the character Nowart is actually his childhood best friend's name. So then he told me later that I can't kill you because I'd be killing my best friend. So you kind of have some security, which was nice. But, Ian, I'm not even sure which episode it is. I think it's where Lampkin, they try to blow up Romo Lampkin character. There was 2 of us, Cheadle and Nowart. And originally, in the original script, it was Nowart that dies in the blast, not Cheadle. Aaron is actually Aaron and I have been long friends for like 10 years, well before he was even into acting really at all. And we talked, and he's just like, oh, I gotta change this. So he made some phone calls, somehow it got flipped around, and then all of a sudden Cheadle died and Nowart lived. Dodged a big bullet there, and I don't even think the Cheadle actor, the guy that played Cheadle, even knows that to this day. So he does now. Yeah, it just shows you it's nice to have friends in high places anyways.
Too bad we couldn't do the same thing for Alex, right? Alex kept on waiting. He's like, when
yeah, but
Alex
is your buddy.
I know, but that's the point.
This is my buddy.
Yeah, you see how much pull I've got, right? No, it's a great part. So, there could be an arc with it. Al's like, really? This is the one? Take it. Yeah, I'm like, Michael Reimer says it's good. Let's do it. Next episode, he gets his face blown off.
That's funny, because I told Alex that you told them to kill him.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, that's why you talked to me for a bit.
I thought genuinely there was a thing about he was supposed to live and just get a wound on that mountain cliff. What they didn't realize is that they cast this 6'5" guy opposite Candace, and that she was the person supposed to be bringing him down the mountain. It's just proved impossible. So
this is season 3 on the algae planet, when Duala and Sergeant Fisher go out looking for Starbucks down the Raptor.
You guys remember Sergeant Fisher? You remember him from the boxing episode? He's the guy in the background. Yeah, Alex is one of my best friends, and he's a monster.
6'7", 290. Like, the guy's he's a truck with legs.
Exactly. Could you imagine Candace? Candace would have a hard time picking up his hand.
Yeah. Candace is about the size of that Starbucks cup. So imagine her picking the eye.
I saw something a little odd a few months ago back in April, and I can't help but think there may have been some sort of discord or maybe apprehension on at least some of your parts. I'm talking about your appearance in character and costume on Late Show with David Letterman, doing the top 10 list. I'm sure David's writers had something to do with it, otherwise I doubt James Callis would have said salted space nuts on that. Is there any backstory to that? Was there any apprehension?
Can I start? Yeah, talk about kicking a man when he's down. I got food poisoning in New York. Really bad. I had to check into hospital. I had my stomach pumped out. Every test known to man, they were like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. You got some bad food poisoning. So I arrived at the Letterman thing pretty wrecked anyway. And actually my thing was they wanted me to say something else about somebody else being drunk. And I was like, but that's not funny. That's actually just me. And they were like, oh, get with the program. This is like the late show. We've got to be a bit spicy. And I was like, well, I don't really want to do that. Well, say spicy space nuts. I'm like, thanks. I can't say that it was the most wonderful experience. I actually felt, yeah, lay this on the line. I felt that the show is actually bigger than that, and that, you know, we were kind of wheeled on to be part of Letterman's creatures, rather than us in our own right. So it bugged me. I wasn't happy. The show's more spectacular than, you know, what is it, 5 seconds of fame to be on Letterman. I'm like, keep it. That's my 2 cents.
Now, if we had been on Jimmy Kimmel.
This is for Michael. Saul Tigh is reminiscent of an XO from a World War II movie. The deeply flawed individual despised by the crew, but the captain's best friend. It's interesting that his arc, they've made him softer and more layered, and then they kick us in the nuts with the revelation that he's a Cylon. Did you get a little bit of whiplash, or how did you kind of make all these aspects of Tigh seem real?
Could you repeat that question?
When the series starts off, you know, Tigh's like a World War II XO. The crew hates him because he's disciplinarian. You know, he's deeply flawed, yet he's the captain's confidant.
Yeah.
And you've made it more sympathetic over the years, but you murder your own wife, and then you find out you're a Cylon.
My wife, we were at war.
She chose to drink that tea. She said, I'm thirsty.
We were behind enemy lines. She gave information to the enemy. We are about to be evacuated. We can't take her prisoner. There's nothing we can do with Ellen at that time. She has to go.
She was withholding sex too at that time.
I wouldn't know that. Yeah.
She was withholding from him.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Hi. My question is for Mr. Olmos. Did you have any part in the casting of Esai Morales as your younger self?
Actually, no, I didn't. I just finished seeing the show, Caprica, the spin-off of BSG, and he plays my father, and Joseph Adams, and I'm in the show as a 7-year-old. Billy, great makeup.
CGI.
No, I actually had no, but I learned about it the same way you did. Almost simply just heard about it. This is the people that were cast. So, I saw the show. It's fantastic. And I really am grateful. They kind of did things that I want to see how they're going to extend the story. It'll be quite interesting. I hope that you guys enjoy it, because it is. I mean, it walks right into the world, and it's 52 years, I guess, before what we start off seeing. So, no, I had nothing to do with Esai being cast.